You are not actually thinking too much. That is the first lie to throw out. Your brain is not jammed, it is not weak, and you are not broken. The 2 a.m. spiral, where you autopsy one dumb sentence for the 90th time, is not a flaw in the machine. It is the machine running a very specific program, exactly as designed, just way past the point where it helps you. And here is the part that should annoy you. The exact wiring of why your mind loops like this, nobody fully nailed down. We can watch the lights come on in a scanner. We can name the network. We still cannot tell you, cell by cell, why your particular brain decided that replaying an awkward goodbye is the best use of a Tuesday night. We are going to get closer than you want. Because once you see what overthinking actually is, you stop fighting your own head and start managing the system. This is not the thing where someone tells you to just relax and breathe. This is mechanical. There is a circuit, it has a name, and it gets stuck in a loop. Not a depth, a loop. So let me show you the machine you have been blaming yourself for. Meet the thing running the show. It is called the default mode network, a web of brain regions that lights up the moment you stop doing a task and turn your attention inward. The instant you are not focused on something in front of you, this network switches on, and your mind drifts off into you. Your past, your future, your replays, your what-ifs. It is your brain's screensaver, and it is anything but blank. And the default mode network is not the villain. It is genuinely one of the most useful things you own. It is how you imagine the future, learn from your past, rehearse a hard conversation, and stitch 1,000 random moments into a single person who feels like you. It is your story machine. Without it, you would have no sense of self at all. So we are not trying to kill it. We need it. Here is what it does best. It runs what scientists call self-referential thought. Thinking about yourself in relation to everything else. What that meeting meant about you, what they think of you, what your life is supposed to look like by now. This is the engine of reflection. It is also, on a bad night, the engine of rumination. Same network, same fuel. The difference is whether it is moving or spinning. So get this distinction locked, because it is the whole episode. Self-reflection moves. You look at a problem, you turn it over, you reach a new thought, and you move forward, even an inch. Rumination does not move. It circles the exact same thought, the same regret, the same fear, and lands you back where you started, just more tired. One is a road. The other is a roundabout with no exit. And the researchers who study this are blunt about it. Rumination, they found, is not problem-solving. It feels like problem-solving. It has all the costume of hard thinking, but it is dwelling on the problem and on your feelings about the problem without ever moving toward a single action. Studies show it actively makes you worse at solving the thing you are obsessing over. You are not working. You are idling at high RPM. So why does the network get stuck? Here is the cleaner version of the science. For a long time, people said overthinking is just the default mode network being too loud. But the better evidence says the loud part is not the problem. The problem is when that self-focused network gets tightly coupled to the brain's mood and withdrawal circuits. The story machine gets wired straight into the part that handles dread. And now, your reflection has a gravity well. Picture that. Normally, your mind wanders, touches a topic, drifts to the next. But once the self-network and the low-mood circuits lock arms, every wander bends back toward the sore spot. You sit down to plan dinner, and somehow you are relitigating a friendship from 2019. The thoughts are not random anymore. They have a pull. Everything quietly bends toward the wound, and you call that bending overthinking. Now the flip. The reason this loop exists at all is that underneath, your brain is trying to protect you. Worry and rumination are an ancient threat simulation system. The same machinery that kept an ancestor alive by mentally rehearsing the lion, the rival, the failed hunt. before any of it happened. Your overthinking brain is not malfunctioning. It is a hyperactive protector, running drills for dangers that may never come. That is the cruel elegance of it. A system that scans for threats and runs simulations is brilliant when there is a real lion. The trouble is, it cannot tell a lion from a vaguely worded email. So it runs the same urgent drill for both. You did not inherit a broken brain. You inherited a smoke detector that is excellent at its job and has absolutely no idea your kitchen is not on fire. It just keeps screaming, helpfully. And here is the twist that reframes the whole thing. Leading theory says, overthinking is not really about thinking at all. It is emotion avoidance. The classic research found that worry is mostly verbal, wordy, abstract chatter, and that wordy chatter quietly suppresses the raw, physical feeling underneath. You are not spiraling because you feel too much. You are spiraling so you do not have to feel the thing the words are covering up. Sit with how sneaky that is. The feeling, the grief, the fear, the embarrassment that arrives as a bodily wave, sharp and brief. But if you can keep it up in the head as a problem, an analysis, an endless case to argue, you never have to let the wave actually hit. So the loop is not you failing to solve something. The loop is you, very skillfully, thinking instead of feeling. The mind would genuinely rather grind than ache. There is one more piece, and it explains why you cannot just drop it. Your brain hates an unfinished loop. An open question, a thing left unresolved, gets flagged as important and held in active memory until it closes. A solved problem releases. An unsolvable one, like, what does this mean about me, never closes, so the brain keeps reopening the file, keeps representing it, hoping this is the time you crack it. You never crack it. The file never shuts. And the specific kind of thought that keeps the loop spinning has a signature. Researchers found it lives in the abstract. It is the why questions. Why am I like this? Why does this always happen to me? Why did I say that? These questions feel deep, but they are decontextualized, and they have no answer. So they loop forever. Abstract why is not a search for truth. It is a wheel that turns and goes nowhere. And it makes the feeling worse. So now you can see the whole trap laid out. A protective system that simulates threats, wired into your mood circuits, avoiding a feeling by turning it into words, holding an unfinished loop, open, spinning on abstract why questions that have no answer. It is not one broken part. It is 5 competent parts doing their jobs, slightly too well, all at once. You are not bad at thinking. You built a problem with no door, and then wondered why you cannot leave. Which points at where the exit actually is, and the research is weirdly specific about it. The loop runs on abstract why. The thing that tends to break it is dropping into the concrete how. Not why did this happen to me, but what is the literal next small thing I could do about it? The moment a vague evaluative why becomes a specific situational how, studies found people get less reactive and more able to actually move. You change the question, not the volume. And it helps, weirdly, just to know the machinery is there. When the spiral starts, you can silently clock it. That is the default mode network. That is the protector running a drill on a threat that is not in the room. The second you label the loop as a process your brain is running, instead of the truth about your life, you get a sliver of distance. You become the one watching the screensaver, instead of the one trapped inside it. And if overthinking is the mind dodging a feeling, then the brave move is the opposite of more thinking. It is letting the wave land. Letting the actual emotion the words were hiding rise up, move through, and clear, the way feelings do when you stop talking over them. The loop has nothing left to protect you from, once you have already felt the thing. The simulation ends when the real event is allowed to happen. None of this means the worry is your enemy. That is the part to actually keep. The thoughts are not noise. They are an overeager protector flagging things it thinks matter. Your boundaries, your bonds, your future. The signal is often real. It is the looping that is broken, not the caring underneath it. Your overthinking brain is on your side. It is just shouting the same warning 40 times because it never heard you say, "Message received." And that, oddly, is the closest thing to an off switch the system has. Not arguing with the thought, not solving the unsolvable why. Just letting the loop finish by either taking one concrete step or feeling the feeling it was guarding. So the brain finally gets to mark the file closed. You are not silencing a malfunction. You are answering a worried system that has been waiting this whole time to be told you heard it. So the next time it is late and your mind starts the autopsy, you will know the truth of what is happening. A protective network is running threat drills, dodging a feeling, holding an open loop, spinning on a why with no answer. It is not a character defect, and it is not a sign something is wrong with you. It is a system, an old, loyal, slightly overzealous system, doing the one thing it was built to do. Your overthinking is not proof that you are broken. It is proof that some part of you is still standing guard, scanning the dark, trying to keep you safe from 100 lions that are not coming. You do not need to kill that part. You just need to walk over in the loop and let it know the watch is over for tonight. The most powerful thing you can do with a spiral is not escape it. It is to finally answer it.